Hi, I'm Kimmy. I'm going to take you through a quick mat workout that you can do in the comfort of your own home. No equipment necessary. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and get started. You're going to start lying on your back. Ooh. Arms long by your side. Take an inhale, exhale as you lift those glutes up and lower down for a shoulder bridge. And we're just hinging at the hips here, so we're not articulating through the spine right now. We're just lowering the hips to the mat, squeezing the glutes, using the hamstrings, and lifting the hips all the way up, bringing them back down. I want you to feel your collarbone wide and open. Your shoulder blades are pressing into the mat, and so are your palms. Your palms are pressing in for extra support and for that extra back connection. Going for 3 more. 2, using your breath. Next one, we're holding at the top. I want you to place your hands on your ribs. From here, your shoulder blades are pressing into the mat. Your hips are up. Take a deep inhale. Feel those ribs expand into the palms of your hands as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel those ribs knit together and your fingertips are coming closer together as those ribs knit together. Take an inhale. Those fingertips are pulling apart. Your ribs are pressing into the palms of your hands. Exhale. Fingertips are coming together. Ribs are knitting closer, tightly in towards that midline of your body. Going for 2 more deep breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale. If you want to feel it deeper, go ahead and keep breathing here. You can place your hands so that they're fully around your ribs. And when you inhale, you want to feel those ribs press on those fingertips, pressing up against the back of your ribs and those thumbs that are on the front of your ribs. Inhale, exhale. Everything knits together. Last breath. You can go ahead and lower those hips down. Rock those knees gently from side to side. Oop. And then when you're ready, we're going to stay here. We're going to go into a dead bug series. So bring your legs into tabletop. So 90-degree bend. They're glued together. So they're one whole unit glued together. Your back is naturally going to arch. So I want you to pretend there's a little blueberry underneath that lower back that might be lifted and press it down. So your back is flat. You're in an imprinted spine here. Arms are long up towards the ceiling. Palms are facing forward. Take an inhale, exhale, right leg and left arm. Extend opposite directions and then come back to center. Switch sides. Right arm, left leg extend, switch sides. So what I want you to be mindful of here is try to keep that imprint in the spine. So trying to keep your spine pressing into that mat. If your core is already super strong and you can maintain that neutral spine, then feel free to stay in that neutral spine. So what that means is that when you extend both arm and leg, and then bring it back in, your spine isn't arching and pressing into the mat. It's staying level wherever it is in space. Exhaling, inhaling as you extend, exhaling to bring it in. And you can actually flip-flop your breath to where your inhales and exhales to where it makes most sense to you. So you always want to exhale on the exertion piece. So if it's harder for you to bring the arms and legs in, exhale on that. If it's harder for you to extend both out, exhale on that. And if both are tricky, feel free to pause, take inhale, exhale, bring it in, deep inhale, exhale, press it out. So you're getting that breath connection on the most difficult side of the exercise. Going for 2 more on each side. Last one on each side. And then bring it in, drop the legs, gently rock from side to side. Dead bug is super great as you're building up that pelvic floor strength again. It recruits your transverse abdominis, and super amazing core exercise. It recruits all those core muscles. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and come on over to our side. You can have your head resting in that palm of the hand lifted, or you can just lay it down. I'm going to lay it down for this one. Knees are bent into 90 degrees. Hips are stacked, shoulders stacked. My front palm is pressing into that mat. And then my top leg is going to lift and lower. We're going for some sideline work here. That foot is flexed. So the foot of the leg that's lowering and lifting is flexed. And those abdominals, those obliques that are resting on the mat, you want to activate them. So pretend there's a string being pulling up on the top of that hip. That's where we're going to go here. Use that string. It's pulling those obliques up, 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 and away from the mat to ensure your core is still working here. We're not just moving the legs, we're engaging the entire body. Going for 3 more. 2. And 1. Now hold at the top. Hold, hold, hold. Now extend out towards the opposite side of the room, pointing through that foot, and then flex the foot, bringing it in. Pointing through the foot, pressing it out, bending it back in. Point the toes, extend that leg. Point through those toes as if you're trying to poke a hole through the opposite side of the wall. Moving here, keeping that leg elevated to where we were. So make sure you don't drop it. Keep it up, 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 up. Exhale to extend. Inhale to bring it in. And I like to exhale on the extension of my leg because for me, it helps me engage my core just a bit more when it does want to give out. Going for 3 more. 2. 1. Extend that leg long, hold, lift an inch, lower an inch, lift and lower. The toes are pointed. You're giving me small pulses, up an inch, down an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Ooh. Go ahead and flip onto your back. Oh. From here, both legs find tabletop, and then arms are along by your side. Take an inhale, exhale, curl up through the head, neck, and chest. And then raise your arms a little bit off the mat. We're going to start going into 100. So you're pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continuing with the inhales and exhales. You want space here in between your chin and chest. Make sure they're not touching, but there's a little bit of space. If you want an extra challenge, extend those legs out to a 45-degree angle. And then we're continuing to pulse here for 1, 2, in 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going for 4 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lower it down. Whew. Take a deep breath. And then bringing those knees into your chest. Gently rock from side to side. Take an inhale, exhale, and slowly roll up. And then from here, we're going to get the other side. So we're going to lay on our left side. And then knees are stacked 90 degrees, hips stacked, shoulders stacked, front or top hand, palm is pressing into the mat. Flex that foot and lift the leg and lower. Moving here, slowly and with control, engage those obliques that are on the mat. there's a string pulling them up, 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 and they're engaged. Exhale, inhale. I usually like to place my hand on my belly, well, on my ribs, just to ensure that I'm breathing and also to remind myself to breathe. You want to keep those shoulders stacked, and you're really engaging those core muscles. So keep those active. Use your breath. We're going for 4 more. For 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top, and then you point through that toe. Bend it in and point. Bend that knee in, point. Moving here slowly and with control. I just did a Pilates class this morning, intermediate level, and my legs are on fire. So I hope this is also activating your legs at home. Going for 3 more. Flexing to bring it in, pointing to press out. 2 more. And on this next one, we're going to extend, hold, lift it up and lower, up and lower. Keep those obliques engaged. You want to make sure your body isn't moving all over the place here. From here up, it should be as still as possible for 3 more lifts. 2, 1. Lower down, shake it all out, and then roll onto your back. We're going to end here with some lovely stretches, figure 4 stretch. So go ahead and bend that left leg. That left ankle goes on to that right thigh. You're going to bring your hands behind that right thigh, that right hamstring, and then pull that thigh and that left leg in towards your chest. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Switch sides. And then take a deep inhale, deep exhale. Your right ankle is over that left thigh. Another deep inhale. Exhale. Again, bring those knees into chest. You're grabbing behind the thighs. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll it up. And then from here, you're going to find a 4-point kneel. So your hands are under your shoulders. And then from here, we're just going to go into a little bit of cat-cow. So rounding out through that spine, you can rock back and forth. Inhale, exhale, drop that chest towards the ground. Deep inhale, exhale, rounding out through the spine, pressing out through those palms. Inhale, exhale, dropping that chest towards that mat. Another deep inhale, exhale, round out through that spine. Exhale, drop that chest towards the mat. And then from here, I'm going to have you tuck your toes, lift those hips up. You are in a downward dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, pedal out through the feet, lifting the right heel, left heel, and then slowly walk those feet towards those hands. Slight bend in the knees. Take a deep inhale. Exhale as you slowly stack the vertebra up, one spine up, one vertebra at a time. Bring your head last. Roll those shoulders back. And thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day.